In this video, we are going to look at how to create an exploded drawing. First of all, we need to explode our assembly model. So what you want to do is we want to go to File, New, and then you want to scroll down until you can see Presentation, and you want to select the millimeter. Next, we want to insert an assembly of our model. So in this case, I'm using the National 5 desk lamp. Now, to make it a little bit easier for yourself, you might want to close down the two menus that show at the side and at the bottom, just to give you some more space. Now, the best way to think of an exploded is that you are taking it apart. We want to make sure that the view of our exploded is how the SQA has asked us to present it. So it may ask you to present your exploded drawing in the same orientation as a specific data sheet. So check the task and check the data sheet to see which way your model should face. So in this case, in the National 5 desk lamp assignment on datasheet 1A, the pictorial view of the assembled desk lamp is shown from this top corner. However, on other models, you might find that it's from the other top corner, but it is usually an isometric view of your assembly. In order to start exploding your model, we're going to go to Tweak Component, and you're going to start off by selecting one of the components of your model, and we need to then drag it in a direction where that piece would come from. So for example, if I take the base, if I was to disconnect the base from the stem of the lamp, I would be pulling down on the base. So I'm going to pull it down, and then I'm going to press the little tick. Now, there's no set distance that you have to explode something to. You just need to make sure that the parts are not touching. So you can see here that I've got a gap between both parts, so that has been exploded enough. Next, I'm going to go to Tweak Components, and this time I'm going to do the little toggle switch. And again, if I was pulling this apart, I wouldn't be able to, for example, drag it out to the side because the hole in the stem would get in my way. Instead, if I was going to pull this toggle switch off the stem, I would be pulling up the way. So again, I've just pulled up and then pressed OK, making sure that there is a space in between them. Next, I'm going to do the shade. And again, if I was to pull this shade off of the stem, I'm going to kind of be pulling it down at that angle. And then last but not least is the kind of fixing nut at the top. Again, if I'm going to be pulling this off, it's going to come from the angle at the top. So how do I check that my exploded view is correct? Well, one, all of the parts are coming from the direction in which they should be. Two, all of the parts have been exploded. And three, there are no overlapping parts. There is a gap between every single part of my model. Once I've exploded it, I can just go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save that somewhere safe. Next, I am going to open up my blank BSI drawing sheet, and I'm going to go up to Base, and I'm going to select my exploded drawing. So I'm going to go Datasheet, Base, and then click the little folder and find my exploded drawing, like so. Now, In higher, it may tell you to put it to a specific scale. It might also say that in National 5, so check the task to see if it has to be a specific scale. Otherwise, it should just be an appropriate scale for the size of the drawing. So in this case, I can look at my options, and I think scale of 1 to 2 should fit into my drawing. So I'm going to put it to scale of 1 to 2. I'm going to make sure that the hidden line is removed and that it is not shaded. So it shouldn't be shaded. It should still look like a line drawn like this. Once we've done that, we're going to annotate it. We're going to first of all select balloon. We're going to select our model and press OK. And then press OK again. And we're going to balloon each part of our model so that we can put numbers beside them. So select a part and then click off it, right click, continue. Select a part, click off it, right click, continue. Select a part, click off it, right click, continue, and do that with all of your parts, like so. Once you've done that and each part has a number, you're going to go to parts list. You're going to select your exploded drawing and press OK. And you're going to put the part list just to the side of your drawing. Now, Inventor will automatically put in the description box, which is not something that we necessarily need. So we're going to double click into the parts list. You're going to select the first little box up the top that says column chooser, select description, and then just remove it, and then press OK. Now your teacher will tell you that it is important to name each part how they are shown on the SQA documents. However, if you have found that you've accidentally called it something different and it's not the part number that it should be, you can go in at this stage and change the name of them. So if you've accidentally called it maybe a different name, you can go in and change the parts to what they should be. Once you've done that, you're just going to press apply and OK. And you can see here that your part list has been updated to show what item number it is, how many there are of each part, and what that part is called. Once you've done that, you're just going to fill out your title block as normal, and then you can save and print your exploded drawing of your model.